Right now, there's a hidden economy emerging around AI, and you don't need to be a tech expert to profit from it. Today, I'm sharing 3 proven side hustle ideas that are generating real income for everyday people. And the best part, you can start all of them using completely free AI tools. I've personally tested each of these methods and seen how they're transforming spare time into consistent earnings. These aren't complicated business models. These are straightforward opportunities that leverage AI to do the heavy lifting for you. Whether you want to create passive income streams or build client-based services, these 3 ideas will show you exactly how to capitalize on the AI revolution without spending a single dollar to get started. Now, this first one I'm going to show you is one of my favorites because I just love doing this stuff and helping out local businesses. You feel good because you're helping people out, and it's like not super technical or hard, but the folks who have these businesses just don't have time to do it. It's not your typical digital product, okay? So let's dive over to my screen and I'm going to show you what this is. Okay, so all we have to do is basically create templates in Canva that businesses can use. I'm going to show you one of the ideas that I love to use because it just kind of resonates with me and is like one that's easy for me to help people with. But I want you to think outside the box. I want you to think about like, hey, I was a teacher once. I could do this with like teacher templates, or I worked in this field and I could do this for these people. Like, just look at what I'm doing and don't feel boxed in by the exact formula that I use. I want you to get creative and think about how you could do this for your field. So what I do is create like social media templates for local businesses, okay? And there's a couple of ways you can sell these. Like, I just email the business and say, hey, would you like to have these? And I just give them a few and then hope to basically bring that into like managing their social media or selling them more of these in the future. You can also, you'll see if you search on Etsy, you can see that lots of people actually sell these templates right on Etsy. And so people buy these and then they just go in and make the edits to the templates and stuff like that. Okay, so that's another way to do it. I don't like that way as much. I'm not as familiar with it. I prefer to be the one to do this for the business and kind of get paid for it. But all I do is just go in here and hit create. And then like in this case, I picked Facebook post just because a lot of local businesses tend to be on Facebook still, and more on Instagram, like TikTok and stuff like that. I mean, certainly a lot, but just the folks that like I talk to and stuff like that tend to be on Facebook. So I just choose that, but you could choose any of these templates, right? All right, so I picked Facebook post and you just grab that and it just opens up a blank template. Okay, and I started this just before I was doing the video because I wanted to show you like how easy this is. All right, so like when you first add something like this, you're gonna be up here in this little design thing, okay? And I'm just going to highlight my cursor here. Okay, you're going to be up here in this design thing. And what happens is there's all this stuff in here. So all you have to do is just search, right? Real estate. And there's all these like pre-done templates that you can do. Now, that like is going to be harder to sell on Etsy. It's still definitely sellable to local businesses because most of them are not on Canva necessarily. But especially if you look on their social media first and just see that they're not doing this kind of thing already. So like that would be good. And I definitely think that's like the right place to start. You're not going to sell a lot of that on Etsy, like I said, but I think the real money for this can be made when you just sort of like, here's a generic template, right, that I just chose from Canva. And so you can edit these things, like you can change the names. Like I just changed this one to say serving the area. I drop a couple of these into my pack just because they're easy, right? But this is what I like to do is just grab some images in Canva. You can just use the free version for this, right? Like you can see I'm not doing anything fancy. I put a couple of square boxes here that I make into rectangles, and I just go like grab pictures out of the elements. I just looked for like junk in the garage, right? Or you can take these pictures and you just do like a before and after. Like that's so effective on social media, right? And so I just grabbed like a junky garage and a clean garage and then a call us now, right? And then we'll just help them write something in the description. We'll give them some ideas if they want them, right? Great one. Here's another one. Need a way to haul trash. So this is for junk removal companies. So like basically you kind of present this problem of I've only got small cars, right? And so I don't have a truck to haul this stuff away. So we can help. So easy one. And all I'm doing here is just adding a new page, finding something over here that's like, oh boy, look at this mess, and then I just put some sort of like funny text meme thing on it, right? So I'm going to add another element on this one that's just like just a square box, okay? And you can see you can just kind of like resize these and then you just drag it around on here and then you just put some text on it, okay? So boom, put a little text up here like, need a hand cleaning up. I don't know what to say, right? I'm just kind of on video right now and just kind of making this up as I go. We can change the font to white, boom. And so now you've got a nice little set of templates, okay? So this is a side hustle that is so easy because as you can see, we've been on this video for what? I've been doing this little segment for maybe 3 minutes and I talk too much instead of just working. And we've already knocked out a few of these, right? So I've got 4, I've got something that's sellable here, all right? And what's cool is these are generic, okay? So like any junk removal company can use these. And so if you live in a smaller town, obviously, you may not be able to sell it to all of them, but expand out. Like there's no reason you can't use the internet to find junk removal companies in other towns and stuff like that. Now, when we're ready to go and we're ready to basically start sharing this and selling it to companies, then what we're going to do is we're basically going to expand this out. We're going to share, and then we're going to do this as a template link, okay? So now, see what it says here? Anyone with a link can use this design as a template. Sign-in is required, but you don't know who's made copies or that kind of thing. This is the reason we do this is just to stay within Canva's terms and conditions about sharing these images and stuff like that. So like we can't download this and then go claim like this is our own images and stuff. So just know that like you can share these template links with somebody, you can sell that. Or if you talk to them and can manage their social media for them, then you can just do all this stuff for them and give them the images, because some businesses aren't going to want the template link. But I just want to put that out there that like for Etsy and stuff like that, do the template link. Okay. And this can evolve into like a nice relationship with local businesses, right? Because if you do this, then this is the kind of thing that you can talk to them about doing posts for them once or twice a week. And, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be 3 times a day or something like that. I've been doing this for years and it works like magic. All right. So that is number 1. Hey, and speaking of those Canva templates, I've actually just put together a whole course about that. So if you're interested in exploring that as an opportunity, which I think would be a great idea, then check out the link in my description. I've got a link to pick that course up. And you can also find out more about my free community in the link in the description as well. All right, so we'll see you down there. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about here is affiliate marketing. Now, this is a great side hustle, but I want to relate this to AI, and I'm going to show you in just a second how we actually make this work. Okay, so it's not the traditional, just become an affiliate marketer conversation here. I've got something that's actually valuable, because the thing with affiliate marketing is that what's nice about it is you've got 2 sides to affiliate marketing, right? Like, why is affiliate marketing great? Well, because somebody else creates the product and does a lot of the promotion and stuff like that for you. So on one side, you've got the affiliate program, okay? And so like these guys sell maybe a course, maybe it's like $7. Then they have some upsells that they sell. Maybe they sell like a coaching program. Okay. And all of these things cost different prices, right? And so you earn like commissions on all of these, right? And what's great is that you don't have to do a whole lot for this, all right? Like your job is to basically, here's the door, okay, and the doorknob, and your job is just to bring people to the door and then let the program do the selling of these things, okay? So it's really nice, right? Like you don't have to create the product. You don't have to do all the email follow-ups necessarily. Okay, not that you can't do that. Like I think it's a good thing for you to work into doing those things on behalf of the program or to help promote it and stuff like that. But let's just talk about simple side hustles right now. And if we keep it simple, then we really want affiliate programs like the one that I recommend, which I will also link to down in the description. It's called OLSP. We want somebody who is going to take care of people, somebody who we can trust, and somebody who is going to do a lot of the marketing for us so that we can focus right over here on this side where it's just like we need to bring people in the door. Now, that's the hardest trick, right? Like I can hear you in your head saying, that's great. I have no audience. I have no following. What the hell am I going to do? Well, that's where I've got you covered, okay? I said these side hustles were like AI driven. And so what I'm going to show you now is how we're going to do this with AI. And I'm going to show you a really cool prompt. I'm going to put it in my generic prompt document. It's actually not that generic. It's really cool. I link to it. It's down in my free community. The link to that is down in the description, okay? And so what's going to happen here is we are going to create some prompts in or some posts in ChatGPT, okay? And what we're going to do is generate some images. And so what we're going to do is basically our job is going to be to wake up every day and spend 10 minutes to take one of these things that is created for us by ChatGPT or by whatever AI you use. You could use DeepSeek, you can use Perplexity, Claude, whatever's free or whatever you're already paying for, that's the one you should use, okay? But I put together a really good prompt here that I want to share with you. And the point of this is like to help get some posts that are like different, that you're not like the same MLM pusher or something like that maybe you have seen on your social media or been confronted with before. I want you to have something different and unique and stuff like that. And so I go through and just sort of write out like what is a typical thing that a lot of my viewers are going to need when it comes to these kinds of posts. And that is to say, I want to post stuff. I don't want to be the guru. I'm not the one who's got a Lamborghini or something like that. I'm not going to push people into something when I haven't even been successful with it. Talk to ChatGPT through all of that and that background. And I said, hey, let's just create some posts here that are like, let's do this together. Come join me. I found something cool and that kind of thing. Okay. And what it did is it came back with a bunch of prompts. I had to put it in a table and give each one a name. All right. Here's the post text. Now we can do these on Instagram and we can do these on Facebook. We can do these on TikTok, whatever. All right. I just kept it simple by using images. You could take this into video though as well. Right. So here is like the general text. I love this one. I just realized my daily snack run costs more than starting affiliate marketing. One makes me tired. The other might pay for some snacks. And then it has some funny emojis after that. Okay, and our image prompt is this, okay? And so that's what we started out on here is these are the two images it created, okay? So I kind of like this one the best. I would probably just run with this. I download the image. I upload it to my Facebook. I copy that post text that we just saw right here, and I just paste that in to my post on social media. Okay, it's already got emojis in there, image is on, post text is on there. Maybe I'd add a hashtag or two, so we could ask, maybe I'll add some hashtag stuff to this as well, just so that things get found a little more easily that way sometimes. But boom, that's a post done. So we've got, if we do that once a day, that's how we build an audience. That, my friends, is how we bring people in the door to the affiliate program. Okay, you never know when you might luck out too, and one of these posts does well, gets like thousands of views or something like that, and you send whatever, a dozen leads to your affiliate program in one day, and then you make a bunch of commissions. Okay, so again, like I'll link, if you don't know where to start with affiliate marketing and you don't know what to promote, then I've got a great program for you. It's down in the description of this video, and I'll mark it accordingly. I'm an affiliate for them, and I've been with them. I've helped them with all sorts of things, as well as being a customer. And yeah, I trust them. They're good. Check them out if you're interested in that. And that is going to lead us into our third option. Last but not least, my friends, what we're going to do is create a PDF ebook with our AI, okay? And this is one of the best side hustles, because if you follow along with what I showed in the last segment with regards to affiliate marketing and how you just bring people to the door, well, the great thing about this approach is that you're creating your own product. And if you can get good at bringing people to the door for affiliate products, then why not make your own products and sell those too? Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how that works. This is where you make the most income, especially because you get to keep 100% of the profits on these products that you create. Okay, and what's great is they're not very hard to create with AI. So I want to show you, let's jump back over here to ChatGPT. Okay, now what I decided to do was, I just made this up, but it was in my head just because we've had some family photos and some photographers and stuff like that. And people struggle with lighting as it relates to taking photographs, whether they're taking photographs of people or whatever. So anyway, that was in my head. And so I'll put this in my free prompt document that is in the free community. So the link to the community is down below. You're welcome to join up. It doesn't cost anything, and it's a fun place to hang out. All right, but basically what I'm saying here is I want to make an ebook that's all about lighting. All right, and so I just walk through a few things here. Like I break it into 3 segments, like lighting for outside photos, lighting for indoor photos, and lighting for close-ups. All right, and basically this is just targeted for people who are taking pictures like with their phones, or like amateur photographers, and just want to get the lighting right. All right, and it's pretty straightforward. I just spend a lot of time saying, hey, keep this simple. I don't want to talk about like how to adjust these settings on cameras. All I want to talk about is just how to get the lighting right, and I just want it to be a reference for photographers or for whoever, right? So good ebook. We won't sell it for $1 million or anything like that, but the point is to make something useful, right? You've got ideas like this too, and you can see, you can use this as an example of like how you sort of spell it out with ChatGPT. And really, for the sake of getting it as good as possible, you could iterate through this lots of times with ChatGPT and just have a conversation. Ask it like, what do you think would be good to include or exclude or that kind of thing. All right. So they give me an outline at first and ask me to review it segment by segment. All right. And I looked through that and it looks fine. Okay. So you've got this whole outline, which is great. I would copy this stuff into a Google Doc. All right. But I'm going to just fast forward through the outline piece and just get down here to, after we agree on the outline and that it's okay, then it gets into the title piece and the intro and stuff like that. All right, so that's where we start to convert this into an ebook. And this really didn't take me, I mean, it's been, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 minutes since I started writing that prompt and just going through this with ChatGPT. So I haven't written very much except for the prompt and telling ChatGPT to continue. So that's pretty easy, right? We can do that. So here's our intro, here's our title. I think that's fine. Like, I'm just going to go with it. And then what I did is I just jumped back over to our friend Canva. Okay. So let's go in Canva, and I went to home, and it just says like up at the top, like yours may look a little different, just keep messing around with it if you're struggling to find this whole what are you going to design today, because sometimes when you search for the templates like on ebook, it doesn't return anything and it's so confusing. I don't know why that happens, but if you can just get back to home and then go for this like search templates and then start typing in here and I just did ebook for multiple pages. Okay, get there, choose a template. I'm just going to choose this one and I'm just going to say customize. I like black and white. That's always like the photographer's thing. Okay, and then what we do, I'm just going to delete this little stuff up here. We could put our website and stuff, but okay, we can just now go back to ChatGPT, hit copy on our title, all right, and go in here and just paste it in, okay? So I'm just gonna click out of there because it made it into one big thing, which is fine. Just delete that other one. A friendly guide to natural light photography. Okay, I'll delete this and I'll just keep that a step-by-step guide. I like that. I think that looks pretty good, right? So we'll get that kind of down there. And then what's cool is you could see that that's page 1. So that's our cover done and it looks pretty good, I think. And then now we could do an author page here. Okay, I'm gonna say intro, the intro, okay. And then instead of saying Bridget, I'm just gonna delete that and then we'll put our text in here. Okay, so now we've got the intro text from ChatGPT, which is this. So I'm just gonna copy this top part for now. Highlight in here, I'm gonna hit just Control A or whatever, and then I'm just gonna paste my other text. Hit enter here after these lines. Now that's pretty small. Sometimes these are pretty fancy fonts and stuff like that. I'm gonna make this like a little bigger too. But you can see how easy it is to make a book, right? I'll delete our little website thing. So I'm just gonna copy and paste text in throughout this little segment here, all right? And that's that, okay? If you've got pages you don't like the layout, then just delete them, okay? Now, one of the things I will say is that you'll end up with all this other stuff in these templates that you may not want to use. So my suggestion is just find a page you like this one looks pretty good to me. All right, don't forget you can shrink the size here too. So this is a good looking page. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete some of these pages out of here. That one's okay. See, we can move that down. But this format I don't like. This format I don't like. Don't like. Okay, so now we just get back to this. And then what you can do, you see how, okay, I'm on this page right here. Now I can just duplicate it. So that's how you create these ebooks the fast way, is just get the format that you like as far as the layout and pasting the text in, and then just paste your text. Just grab that page template and just duplicate it as many times as you want and need. Scroll through, get rid of the stuff you don't want, and when you want to sort of put a nice divider in between each of your segments like I'm going to do, then just use one of these pages, all right? And then once you're done, like once you've pasted all your text in, you've got an ebook, all right? And it looks really nice. So once that's done, all you have to do is hit share, download, and then switch this over to PDF, okay? And then you're gonna have a multi-page PDF. It's gonna look super professional, and you can be really proud to sell that online. And then just follow what I showed in the last segment about getting traffic in the door to your affiliate marketing. Well, now you just do that same exact process, but with your ebook, okay? You use that as, this is what I need to position. This is what I'm trying to sell on social media. And yeah, you just start posting and getting traffic to your stuff. That's what I do on these YouTube videos. I just happen to make it long form. I think short form is easier. It's just a matter of creating the post every day, making the post, and just letting that traffic build up, and then having something to sell, whether it's your affiliate product or whatever. Okay, so I hope you found all of these 3 ideas helpful. I hope this didn't overwhelm you or anything like that. If you liked it, please give it a. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, man, I'd love to have you on board. And I'd love to have you in the free community as well. So I'm going to link to that down in the description. I'm also going to link to that little course I've got about creating Canva templates that you can share and sort of getting out of the business of trying to make custom stuff for everybody. Instead, this just shows you how to make like cool generic templates that you can sell to lots of people and use it, sell it through Etsy or sell it directly yourself or whatever. So that's also linked up down below. And a couple videos probably popping up on screen right about now. So check those out. Check out the channel, and I appreciate your joining me as always. All right, we'll see you next time.